Gonna go start. It's cold start. Well, guys, we are in sunny Monterey, California. It's car week, and if it's car week, you know it's another car review, and car reviews galore. Well, today we're in the Huracan Evo Spyder. It is actually the US debut of this car. We're driving for the first time. So I'm going to tell you a lot about this. But if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and also go ahead and turn notification on if you want to see lots of videos like this. Now, the big question that I'm going to answer in this review today is the Huracan Evo Spyder better than my Huracan Performante, otherwise known as Performante? We're going to be taking this car through the canyons, and we're going to try to answer that question. There's some new features of this car, including all-wheel steering, actually rear-wheel steering, we should say, as well as a new brain for the computer, for the car, and some revised dynamic steering. So the big question is this better than the Huracan Performante, which is a very track-focused car? All right, so as you can see here, this is what it sounds and looks like in Strada. This is Sport. You can hear the valves open, and this is Corsa. I love this windy canyon road uphill because it's a great way to test really the handling, the stability, the steering of these cars. I did it with the Aventador S, the Aventador SV, not SVJ, but I'd love to do that too, but I had the best roads in Italy for that. There is something about a Spyder, just incredible, right? So I'm going to tell you what I feel about these cars and what it communicates to me as I drive this road. Wow, the CCBs on this grab a lot too. Oh, okay, so this car, this new rear wheel steering, you can actually feel this, my friend, as a smaller version is unbelievable. And in the Spyder, you get that open air feel that it just pulls you in. Again, Tim is basically saying, Kevin is saying, we're not even close to the grip level of these tires. The interesting thing is the Evo Coupe is in front of us, and it has the new titanium exhaust like the Performante. And if you look closely, it's kind of hard to see it in the day, but here we can actually see the cats glowing inside of that exhaust system. It's pretty cool to watch. You can see it on the Performante as well. But going back to what I was saying about the handling of this car, it is impressive in the shorter wheelbase. You see the dynamic control that you can actually see what's happening. Now, we're not going very fast. You remember you can actually put almost 100% of the torque to the rear wheel. That was something really unique about the Huracan platform. Oh, the feeling, I'm hoping I can give, you see the smile on my face, the feeling that this thing imparts. Now, I'm a convertible guy. I love convertibles because it puts you as a part of the environment. You hear a lot more, you feel a lot more. The sensory and sensation is incredible. But I want to give you a more comprehensive view and feel of it. So let's change into a point of view, your first-person point of view of how this car handles now going down a canyon road. That was amazing, and to see the Lamborghini Miura tradition, history pass by the new car is absolutely unbelievable. Interesting thing is this new revised, they call it HMI, the Human Machine Interface. And you can see they have climate control, basically everything, including you can watch the dynamics of the car, you can see the status of the car, you can actually adjust your climate control, navigation, everything now is a touchscreen interface as opposed to the usual dial. And it's actually really interesting to take a look at this. You'll see all the information that you can get. So you go to the home screen, you have vehicle information, you have media, your telephone, and then you have a bunch of different apps that's in here as well. It's actually pretty impressive what they've done. So we were in vehicle before that showed you the MI. They have a home button here. You can go into telephone. You can see nobody's inputted yet. Media, and this is where you have a lot of your others. And of course, you have radio, you have navigation, which is here. So the cool part is you have navigation information here. And I wonder, let me go back into sport and see if they'll give you navigation information in the dash anymore. And it looks like they may have taken away. Yeah, so now they've put the navigation information away from here, back down here. So this is where CarPlay would show up down here now, I guess, as well. That's an interesting change. Not sure I completely like it, but okay, I can live. Which is actually in some ways good, because one of the things you'll see in the Perf, if you're in CarPlay, you can't really see, you know, a lot of the information like this that you get that we love in Corsa. Like, I love this view, but with CarPlay, it took it over. So now you actually get that back. So that's one good feature, I guess. So your navigation now falls back to the center console, and your passenger can adjust all of those things. All right, so just to summarize, we're coming to the end of this test drive. I have to say that the new Huracan Evo Spyder, debut here in the United States on this test drive, is amazing. And I'm not just saying that. I tell you, I've driven the Aventador S, the the SV on these very roads, and the regular Huracan and the Huracan Spyder. This undoubtedly is the best version of all of those cars, especially with the new rear wheel steering, the revised LDVI as they call it. They've upgraded the suspension. Overall, with this open air, this is by far the best car for these canyons. So, is it better? To answer the question I said at the very beginning, is it better than the Huracan Performante? I would say I would still stick with the Performante. The Performante is more hardcore, for sure. I do like some of the features, including the new interface and the rear wheel steering. You can feel it definitely in the canyons, and they say if you're doing small maneuvers like in a parking lot, you'll be able to tell the difference. But as a performance car, what I'm looking for is really what I've put together in the Performante. These has the comfort seats. They're way better, right, Alto? Way better. But I still kind of prefer the Performante. What do you say? I don't know. It's kind of hard. When you're in comfort, it's kind of hard to say. Interesting. Kind of hard to say, but For me, I would say the Performante is still the better car, but comparing this to what it really replaced, it doesn't replace the Performante. It replaces the LP610, the regular Huracan. This is a huge upgrade, and certainly in the Spyder, I would say thumbs up. But more importantly, I want to hear what you guys think. What do you guys think of the new Evo Spyder? Would you pick this car over the Performante? Let me know in the comments below. Well guys, that's going to do it for the Huracan Evo Spyder US debut. This car was absolutely incredible. There's no question about it that this is in fact a worthy replacement of the Huracan, and the rear wheel steering, just everything makes this a gem. So tell me guys what you think, Huracan Evo Spyder or the Performante. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.